fellers, this is what I got going on here. I have the industrial air filter regulator from Harbor Freight, and I see that there's a lot of questions out there on YouTube about it, but I'm gonna give you a good rundown what I found out. A little bit of a, I just bought it today. Trying to put it on the Monster air compressor buildup I'm doing. All kinds of stuff. I'll show y'all later. I think it's gonna come out alright. But anyway, this is what you get for $30 some. I think it was in special today for like $30. That ain't bad at all. So first thing I did was open it. Okay, it was very hard. All I've done so far is just took the filter housing from the regulator. Found out same stuff that when you buy the gun, see, has all that white stuff. That's just glue. And when you buy the gun from Harbor Freight, the paint spray gun has all this wax all the way around it. Alright, anyway, you can't expect the world from these things. A lot of people don't like the material. They say that it's pure can, but it's a welded pipe. I like the material because it stays cooler. After all, this is gonna be your air. The hotter your air, the more moisture it will create. Anyways, so a lot of people dislike the way that this performs. They say that you get a lot of reviews that this don't last 6 months. What you're gonna expect from this? It doesn't even tell you in, out. It doesn't tell you really how many psi. It just says on the book supposed to be, but not in here. It says it, not here. Nowhere here says it. So meaning it's cheaply made. Yes, it's fast made. So can't expect no less. $30. I want it because of the size. So when you buy it and you don't have much funds, I don't have much money, so I have to figure out how to do it. So this is going to be the sweet spot right here, right? So we got the tank, okay? So yes, this is your filter housing holder. This is your filter, which mine was broken the corner already. When I pulled it out, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, probably just glue that. They sell them 40 some micron. Anyway, cup. For some look like a painter's cup. Some look like a coffee cup. Some look like a probation officer cup. Pee in the cup. This is the way it goes. People say that they find water everywhere on top of here when they open it, when this thing fails. Well, this is how it goes. So this comes like this. This cups go over like this. With the it goes over like this. With the filter in there like this, and the retainer nut goes in the bottom with the bolt. See, but there's no groove here. Sorry about that. No wonder why I broke it. There's no groove here. So it just kind of, this is the top piece, then took it off. So it kind of sits there now and holds on. Now, let me remind you that most of us that are going to use something like this is not going to be for a little air compressor. Mine's a 2-stage compressor, 5 horsepower. So, yeah, what a 360, what a 390 Honda. So yes, this right here is gonna vibrate. So this is gonna fail, and it's gonna let this slide down, and seal is gonna be broken up here. It's gonna be a gap. And again, let me show you something. This is how it goes, like that. Don't know why it's facing up, but it goes like that, in the gap, and as you can see, it doesn't seal. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the cameras in this phone. It doesn't seal very well. Look at that. So this is where your air will come from. This is the bolt for the filter. So this is where your air comes from which is right underneath the plate. As you can see, the plate also has plate. The plate has play, what I meant to say. Anyway, so yeah, that's your air outlet. So yeah, water's gonna sit right there, fine. And then once the water gets tired, sit right there, it's gonna come down through here. A lot of people say the water doesn't affect these filters. I don't care what they say. Sitting water on a filter that's supposed to drain the water, it's kind of like not really doing what it's supposed to do. So that's where we come in, and this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna clean all this out. I understand that they want it, ensure that this thing is gonna last you at least 3 months, 90 days. So they glue it. They don't expect you to open it. This thing will stay there since this don't get hot. It's not like we're talking about something that gets really hot. So it's not gonna melt right away. And if it does, while it's tied up there, it's just gonna get harder, like more glue, basically. The longer you wait, the harder it is to open. Seen people breaking this thing's right here, like super tight, but people only keep them because they're shiny. But they sell chrome paint. This shiny thing doesn't work for me. This is too small. I don't wanna run big old tank with that. In my air supply coming out this small already. No, I want to control how much air I'm going to pull out through my hoses, and then from there on, I figured out what I want. But anyways, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it like this, facing up this way, so I can have a little gap. And no, it doesn't affect with the casing. The casing goes in there, and a gasket. It has its own gasket all in there. I had it out, but I put it in there because I don't want it to get messed up. I'm gonna put this in there. Now I'm gonna put this baby. This is a soft, waterproof, whatever, flexible gasket. Goes in there really nice, just hugging it just perfect. And then this thing's gonna go over, and this thing goes over it like this. It's gonna create a seal. There you go. It's gonna seal it. You see that? You see that room right there? It's gonna seal it. Now we're gonna put this filter back on there. Now I was looking for another one, for another gasket for my filter. So, and I haven't found one yet. But if I do, I put it on there. If it's not, I put this together because the weather is like right now. I don't know if you hear how windy it is. It's like storming out. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this in there like that. And now that I have, see, now that I have this seal in there, now I know for a fact now that my water is not gonna come into the filter housing. Not through there. It seals really good right there. See that? So yeah, I'm gonna put it right here, down here, so y'all can see it, because it's hard for me to pay attention to what I'm doing and look at the camera. I'm trying my best. I need one of the YouTuber cameras. Don't get me wrong. I like learning, because people make comments and you learn from those, you know. And if you're somebody know a little less than I do, which I doubt it, well, I like teaching them. But this ain't no science. Just do just use your common sense, you know. You know what's best for your equipment. You see this gap right there? That means my water's gonna come down here. Now, let's not just talk about just that. Now, don't depend on this little plug. Now, you're gonna come every time, and you're gonna come and you're gonna open it up to let the water out when you don't know if you have water or not. So if you have air, you'll be wasting your air, right? If you're in the middle of a job. So what I would do, now, I won't buy this one. I just brought this one from out there because I had it, and it's just an example. You know, this is another cheap filter, but it works for the moment. It works for the tool, for a certain tool. I mean, just, you know, it gets damaged really quick. So same system here, but here you got pressure. You see the lip, it sits there with pressure. So that is a good thing. and it's here with a piece of metal, so it got plenty pressure, you know. You, but you can see the liquid here. So just saying, you get you something I like, not this one particularly. I mean, I don't see why you can't use it. I mean, you get the right fitting for it. I mean, you can get just about anything to fit in here. You see what I mean? I mean, you get it make the same way. You can make it smaller to go inside that hole. You know, take whatever you need to take and make it smaller. And I have plenty of that. If you have the room, if you're buying this, it's because you have the room. If you don't have the room for this, man, this is gonna be huge. You know what I mean? And it's kind of heavy, a couple of pounds to it. So you can't just put it on one of them cheap ass pressure washer. I mean, air compressor, little handles, little portable ones. They're gonna end up get damaged. This is where your air is gonna come from. Now another thing that I gotta point out real quick. Now this is cheaply made. This thing right here. So make sure you don't bang it, because the clock will start moving slowly but surely, and then you're gonna get the wrong timing. As a matter of fact, it looks like I got a crack in there already. No, that's a lie. I'm about to say, well, no, there's something in there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, my bad. I don't know. It's hard for you to see it. Let me see. I got that. See that in there? Right there. In there, look. It's not in the outside. Son of a weird. You see that right there? That, my friend. That looks like a hair, but it could be paint. But anyway, you see stuff already in there. It looks like an eyelid, actually. Oh my god. Anyway, you want to keep it? It'll be alright. It does 160. I'm trying to do between 175 and 200, so it might work out, it might not. More likely I'm gonna use a different one. Won't mind to try one of them digital ones. You know, you can always put two. You know, you have another exit here. You have another way. You can put another one here if you want to. So you can actually try two of them. This right here is wrong. First of all, it's cheap. I knew I recognized it. I saw this thing on Witch one time, like a couple of years back. You get like 10 of them for like $5. So you already know. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's not engaging. No, it's not engaging. But you know one day you're going to come like that and it's going to go blank. It's not going to close your valve. It's just you're going to have to come and tighten it and put a lock washer on that thing. I mean, if you want to keep this. But I'm going to tell you something. When they build this, they build it for speed. Money. People want to make money, so they build it, put a cheap price on there and tells you, hey, it is what it is. Turn it if you don't like it. So this is wrong. Anybody that know about air, that know about anything that has to do with mechanical, this is wrong. You do not want to add a shut-off valve after the regulator. That's why your diagram inside this thing fails you every time. I don't care how good this is. You do not want to do that, because they are not meant to hold air for 2-3 days like that. The diagram, whatever inside, is going to leak out, and it's going to damage the seal on the side. I mean, if it has water, if the water is collecting, it's just going to sit there. And yes, you want to put a shut-off valve before this. See, that's would be the smartest thing to do. A shut-off valve before this. Okay. This don't take no time to shoot the air right at you. Trust me. So if you have air in the tank and you want to keep the air in the tank, you want to kind of separate the air from anywhere else in the system. And what you really want to do is close it the closest to the tank as possible. So go right here if you're going to take this off. If it's not, close it just before it gets here. You know, the connection that you're going to do right here to fill this up. Maybe right there, but this is not good. This is only good for an attachment, for a gun, for something. You know, your hose exploded, boom, you come over here, you close it up, you put another hose in there if you have another one, and you're good to go. You go, but not for shutting it off and leaving air there overnight for a whole week. You're gonna forget about it. You know, you're gonna forget about it. And it's going to stay there, and that's why this fails. I'm just telling you why this thing is here failed. I'm not going to waste my time with this. I'm going to take this apart, And I'm gonna tell you something. This thing is not easy to take apart. So, I mean, you use a tool that you think you can do better with. Me, I love my wrenches. Since I ain't keeping this, I ain't really worrying about if it's something happened to it. But I know I'm not gonna break it. I mean, I use this thing to cook with. The same. So I'll grab it right here. It's a mark already there, I think. So I'll grab it right here, like this right here. This thing is gonna be hard. I already know it's gonna be a finger. Oh yeah, it's gonna be super hard. So I have to grab it from this end instead. Yeah, like this right here. Let me get comfortable, guys. Let me get comfortable. Let me get right here. I wish I don't know what to do. I ain't even gonna waste my time. I was gonna do it off camera, but how y'all gonna figure it out? Gotta do it off camera. I'll put it against it like this right here without messing anything up. I'll put my pressure just down. I'm gonna move forward, close this thing up before I break it. I don't know if you can see it, but and it's going, and it's tight. And if it sounds like it's cracking, don't get scared. It's just the glue. I know. It's just the glue. Man, yeah. They do some power, man. This thing here, look at that to the end. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. Can you see that? Somebody's nail. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just the glue. Look at that. Look at that, man. Sorry, the light reflecting. It's chrome. Yeah. Crazy. Telling ya. Wow. Look at this. Yeah, I already used tape in this thing all day. And like I told ya, cheap pipe. It's like, this sucker's plastic, bro. Well, this is plastic. You're gonna find out. Look. It's metal. It's cheap metal. It's got a whole bunch of paint. That paint gonna fall off on it quick. I mean, it's chromed out. It's not really paint, but look at that circle right there. Look at that circle. I swear this. Now I wanna break it. No, I don't wanna break it. This don't feel like metal. I hope this thing ain't as hard as the other one. Because, yes, I'm removing all this out of here. I don't need none of that. I need something bigger than that. It's going to be hard, but not that hard. I'm going to do it like this. This one's easier. See, I'm used to this. The whole thing come off. I ain't trying to save that elbow anyway. So, not heavy at all. Just to let y'all know one thing, because it made that sound, it doesn't mean that it's not heavy. I mean that it's heavy, because it's not. I'm trying to fix this phone real quick. I can see more, because apparently Yeah, I ain't be able to see much because I pulled the stuff towards me. Trying to put my phone on this stand. I do everything with my phone and I edit it, put it on YouTube for you guys. So I try to edit it because I got a lot of stuff to do, man. I got compressor I'm doing. Anyway, this is back in the days. I was looking at it. I can't find no information on this. If you see it, if anybody knows and want to leave a comment and talk about it and teach me something about it, I would gladly love to learn. Stewart, Warner, A, but it should start for air. Yeah, and it has a model number. It says 250 psi through here, model 7604 outlet. Brought out. Come with this heavy duty clock, 30 inside. But man, compared to this model right here, this thing heavy duty, just the gauge itself. Anyway, one of the gauges go here, or you know, just like that one right there. I have the plug somewhere over there. This can be plugged on this side. It can just be plugged, and then you have out. Okay, so it does tell you in and out. So this is plug, this is plug. I opened it. It was dirty, it was bad shape, but the diagram inside was good. Everything, I opened it, I sprayed it, I did all kinds of stuff to it, made it brand new again. So I think I got it working. This is, I haven't tested yet, but I believe in me. I believe in myself. It says 250 psi max, so you know. That was my test. Y'all like it? Yeah, for right now. So I put it on the compressor. I found out. Now somebody, I read somewhere where it says that this is not a regulator. This is a reducer. I don't see the logic to it, or the why changing the name for it, because it says 250 psi max. Okay, all right. I'm pretty sure that means coming through the system, which is through here. Okay, these springs are heavy as crap anyway. So it goes from 0 to 250. You get what y'all get what I'm saying? So a reducer, a regulator, it still regulates the air. It gives you little, it gives you more than little, it gives you less, and it gives you a lot more than less and little. So it regulates the air. So 8 times better than this. Little paint job, man. I feel paint this. You ain't even gonna know that this is from back in 1975 that I think it was created. These springs are serious, thick, big springs. This I would change. Like I say, I don't mind putting 2 clocks, putting one like this and one digital one to try it. One day that digital, the battery's gonna die, and I'm gonna need to know how much pressure I got. So I'm gonna go back into the old school, and this one's gonna tell me around where it's gonna be. One of them's gonna be lying. So anyways, so that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, I'm finna find my piping when it gets better. As you can see, it's windy. It was hot, now it's cold. So I gotta wait later for that. I'm gonna replace this with this. Find me a good pipe that I can connect this with. So you can see this thing is heavier than the whole system over here. So I have to figure out something nice. I just can't just use any pipe. So I may just connect this I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't wanna talk. And then you come, I'll show you a video of it. I don't think that you should put it upside down. I see, as you can see, I took all the pressures and you hit the spring. I don't know if it works the same. I don't know if it matters or not. But the letters are right up like this, and you usually see this. I mean, you're supposed to be able to turn this. I know you don't turn it sideways. This gotta go only one way. Drainer and bottom. That's it. Only one way. Drainer and bottom. Okay, I think I covered almost everything. So if you guys want to buy it, oh yeah. O-rings. You have options for these bolts in the bottom. See, they come like that. Oh yeah, glue down to the max. They got glue in there, so when you take it out, the O-ring gonna become nothing. So you can add another O-ring on it, or if you prefer, copper washers. So I don't think it's too wear out for this yet. Once it start getting wear out, maybe you start taking out too much and wear out too quick, maybe you should switch to this. You can always switch bolts. It's just a bolt at the end of the day. Recommend they just put a new washer and wet your finger. Just wet your finger with this and rub it on the washer, man, because that's exactly what happens. Is you put it on there dry and then you break it all up and eventually will leak. We're talking about this gauge right here is showing you 160 psi. I mean, that's a lot of power, man. Yeah, bust something if something's weak, that's for sure. So yeah, that's my insight on it, man. That's how you fix it, the damn fingernail from this damn thing. So that's the way I think you'll fix it. Just kind of, take your time. You buy it, $30. You spend 2 hours on it, especially if you already got it planned out. It won't even take you that long. Take it apart, put it back together. Put it back together the proper way. And you got something that's going to last you a long time. With this, that's sealed up properly. Later on, I gave me a better filter. I don't know. I haven't got that far. And this baby right here, I'm going to pull some serious air through the machine. That's for real. It's going to look a lot better than that. I'll probably put a strap through this thing. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I'll put a strap through this thing and strap this to it too and put the pipe. I'm going to put a heavy duty pipe anyway, and I'm going to have a heavy duty bolt anyway. It's just one bolt holding the whole system. You see this bolt right here. See, this is where they messed up. This hanger right here, right? It holds the whole entire system in the air. See, that's where they messed up. So maybe what we should do is get a metal bracket that will go here and attach the same way to the back. So you have both, because all this weight just on this alone, so basically all that weight on this nut, on this one, all that weight, all this weight, or whatever you put, whatever it is on this nut, it's basically what's holding it down. This nut in the bottom holding it through here. So y'all remember that. So I find all kinds of gaskets I could have used on it, but like I told you, oh yeah, one more thing. I forgot to tell you guys. No. The trick. So I gotta wait till it stop raining so I can look at it out there. So I'm gonna put it like this, right? And I'm gonna put the cup, and there goes the filter. And I'm gonna put the cup with the filter in there, right? And I'm gonna put it. This is how it belongs. Sorry, just bought it. Anyway, I'm gonna put it like that. When I put all this on in the retainer washer right here on the bolt, you can actually add a spring on the bottom of the bolt. Retainer will be right here, and you can actually find you a spring that will go in here. If you find you one that is long enough, you're in the game. If it's not, you could add another retainer or put it between the filter and the retainer, and the spring will add some pressure into the retainer and keep that pressure sturdy at the whole time. So don't have to be a strong spring. So even if the retainer ended up pushing down slowly, afterwards you still got pressure. You'll know if this gets loose on you. But by all means, make sure you do something about this. This will move. It will slide down. There's no groove in here. I mean, you can always put it all together and mark it where it goes. Hit it with a grinder. All you gotta do is just put a small groove that this gets stuck in it. Once this gets stuck in it, it ain't gonna go nowhere. So yeah, I got something out of this. I was brave enough to open it. No need to split this wide open. So I'm sorry if you were at the store and you were just trying to figure out if you could buy it right now, and I took so long on my video to get to the point. This is freestyle right here. I mean, I really don't know what to tell you. I just saw a couple of videos and people keep asking, like, People, they're just not being clear enough. They don't understand that not everybody's smart like that. Look at how bad it cut that. I mean, it cut that sucker bad in there. Man, I don't want nothing like that. If I could break it just with one of these wrenches, I don't want it, because I'm dumb like that. See, this thing right here, I don't even like it. I don't even like the way it looks, because it's just go against everything that I believe in. And look at how tight this brass wannabe thing is. Y'all heard that? Sounds like glass. This goes against everything I believe, man. That's not what, look at that thing. Haven't been in use yet, and it has some already has some white stuff in it. I don't know if y'all can see it, man. I can't see it because of my camera, the way I got it hanged up. But anyways, it don't matter. You can see this. Do not put this and shut it off and forget about your compressor, man. This things right here, they don't do well. And the book, it shows you what it looks like. Books right here. Look at the book. It shows you what it looks like. Let me see. I hope my phone's recording. It looks like it's recording still. Alright. It was shut off after 5 minutes, like some autoplay stuff. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Let me put it back down so y'all can see it. That's the setup of the whole filter inside. And that's the filter inside, the regulator. I can see all that on top. Alright, so yeah, that's the piping, elbow the size, blah 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 blah. Alright, so yeah, man, little bit of tweaking and y'all can get that sucker, man, really worth the money, you know. So good luck. If you wanna buy it, go ahead. I mean, what else could happen?